Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You don't eat booty.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. In today's video, I'm doing a little something different. I'm doing a cooking with me video. If you have seen my other videos, you have heard me mention millions of times that your girl does not cook that often. If I have the choice to cook, I usually don't. If I do cook, I only cook breakfast foods. So my list of things I can make by myself is very slim, and I'm getting older now and I feel like I should be able to make more things, and I just want to broaden my ability to cook. So that's why I'm doing this video. I have a recipe I got from Pinterest. It is a vegan meal for those of you who want to try, something a little different. If you're not vegan, if you want to try vegan food, you should give this recipe a try. It's very simple, very easy. It only takes about like 20 minutes to make or so. So it's really easy. It seems like it's really easy. I've never made it before, but I think I can do it. It seems simple enough for me. So it should be very simple for you guys. The recipe is called Spicy Buffalo Chickpea Wraps. So instead of spicy buffalo chicken wraps, they made it a little different and added chickpeas. So that's a little spin-off to make it vegan. And it honestly didn't call for that many ingredients. I want to say about 10 ingredients or so. So that's not a lot at all. So that's why I said it's fairly easy to make. The ingredient list is, here are all the ingredients you'll need for this recipe. I got some zucchini. This is just a vegetable I'm gonna be having with the chickpea wraps. I have some flatbread to make the wraps, lettuce, of course, the main ingredient, garbanzo beans, chickpeas, whatever you want to call them, some hummus, and then I have some toppers, the things I'll put on top of the wraps, which is tomatoes, a red onion, some lemon, avocado, and then as far as seasoning goes, I have some garlic powder, black pepper. Of course, I'm gonna add some salt in there, I just forgot to grab it. Recipe also called for some olive oil. I got some organic unrefined virgin coconut oil, and then some hot sauce. But yeah, that's it for the ingredients. Let's just go ahead and get started and get cooking. Okay, so I know the zucchini has really nothing to do with this recipe, but like I said, I just want to go ahead and make some zucchini because every meal needs a vegetable, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of vegetables in the wraps, but I just want to go ahead and make my own. So I'm about to cut up and cook this zucchini. The portions are gonna vary depending on how many people you're cooking for. I'm just cooking for myself, so that's why I'm only using like one zucchini, and I'm not gonna make that many wraps because like I said, I'm just cooking for myself. But the recipe does say if the saved ingredients from the hummus wraps or the buffalo chicken wraps, they last up to 3 days. So that's leftovers for 3 days. So my pan's already heating up. I'm about to put in some olive oil in the pan. I'm not using butter. So I'll put some olive oil in the pan. I'm gonna go ahead and put my zucchini in. Make sure it's nice and thoroughly cooked and seasoned. My favorite type of seasoning for vegetables is herbamare. It just adds a lot of flavor to your vegetables, and I highly suggest getting some. You can find it at any grocery store, any Whole Foods store, the closest store near you, and pick you up some herbamare. So I'm just gonna go ahead and season my zucchini. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start on our wraps. The first thing to do on the recipe list is to make the dressing, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. First thing you'll need is 1/3 cup of hummus, and I just got Sobra's classic hummus. So the next thing the recipe calls for is 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in. The next thing you'll need for the sauce is 1 whole lemon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll the lemon out to just make sure I get all the juices out. Now I'm just gonna squeeze lemon juice inside of the sauce. I don't feel like measuring it out. I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze the juice right into the bowl. So that's about as much juice I'm gonna get from the lemon, which is fine because you can go a little over, go a little under. You still gonna taste the lemon, so I guess that's all that matters. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stir up this mixture. The recipe calls for you to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of water just to get the thickness right, but it already looks pretty thick to me. The consistency of the sauce is a little on the runny side. It says to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of water, but since the sauce is already a little bit runny, I'm not gonna add water. So my zucchini is done. I'm just gonna go ahead and transfer all of the zucchini to a bowl, get started plating, because after this, there's not much I'll really have to do. So the next thing I do is go ahead and rinse off my lettuce. The recipe called for 1 head of lettuce, so I'm not gonna use the whole bag, or if I do need to, I will go ahead and use it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse off the lettuce to make sure I get all the dirt, bugs, anything off. And then I will go ahead and mix the lettuce with the sauce to make one good old happy saucy family. Now that my lettuce is all nice and fresh and dried off, I'm gonna go ahead and add the sauce mixture. Now that the lettuce and the sauce is all taken care of, I went ahead and opened my can of chickpeas, and I'm going to just go ahead and drain these guys. The recipe calls for 1 1/3 cup of dry chickpeas, and then calls for 4 tablespoons of hot sauce. I know everybody's favorite hot sauce is Frank's Red Hot, but the recipe called for Louisiana hot sauce, so I'm like, you know, let me try something different. I don't even like hot sauce like that, so I'm gonna just go ahead and follow the instructions. Hopefully it's not too spicy because I'm not a fan of spicy food. Sometimes when it's too spicy, like my mouth be on fire, not trying to eat the whole thing, but gotta do what you gotta do. Hopefully this isn't too spicy. It then called for 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. And then your seasoning choices to your desire. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put some sea salt in here. I'm also gonna put in some black pepper. And to top it all off, some garlic powder. Just gonna go ahead and give that a stir. Make sure it's all mixed in there. The recipe didn't call for you to oil up your pan, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put some olive oil into my pan. Once the pan is a little heated up, you're gonna go ahead and put in your chickpea mixture. And while you're stirring, you wanna go ahead and like mash up the chickpeas a little bit just to give the wrap some more texture. So you're just gonna keep your chickpea mixture on a medium heat and cook it to 3 to 5 minutes. So while that's cooking, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut up the toppings for the wraps. So it's been about like 5 minutes. I'll let the chickpeas cook. And the recipe says once it's done fully cooking, you can go ahead and add another tablespoon of hot sauce if you would like. I gave it a little try. It was a little on the spicy side, but like most of the sauce kind of like evaporated once I heated up the chickpeas. So just for a little bit more saucy feel to the chickpeas, I'm gonna go ahead and add one more little drops or two of some more of this hot sauce. Once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a stir. So now that everything's done, I'm just gonna go ahead and start making these bad boys because I'm really interested to see how these things turned out. So this is the setup. These are what the chickpeas turned out and looked like. I'm just gonna go ahead and take one of these flatbread, fold it type things. Got my bread. I think I'm gonna go ahead and heat these up actually because they're a little on the cold side. So I'm about to put these in the microwave. And to be honest with you guys, I'm really excited because I just made a whole meal in like 20 minutes and honestly it looks really good. So let's just go ahead and get trying because I'm hungry and yeah, let's eat. Okay. So like, I already know I could whip up me some zucchini, doesn't take much to it, just add some seasoning, some salt, some pepper. My go-to is my Herbamare. Saute it for like 5-10 minutes, that's done. What I'm really concerned about is these wraps. So yeah, let's just go ahead and try these bad boys. Oh shit, like of course everything just fell out. Alright, so honestly, let me get a second bite and then I can tell you how it really is. So honestly, these came out really good. They were super easy. Yes, it is a vegan meal, but like, just because it's vegan does not mean it has to be boring and tasteless. And this was really good and I highly recommend it, especially if you like spicy foods. I myself don't even like spicy foods like that and this is really good. So I give this meal a good 10 out of 10. I know I made it myself and you know, I might be knocking that score up a little bit, but honestly, this is really good. Kudos to Pinterest because they helped me, they put me on to this recipe. I'm going to try to make videos more often like this, a little cooking with me type video. That's it for this video. I hope you guys liked. If you want to see more cooking videos, please let me know because I liked making this type of video. I don't do it often, but it was fun learning how to make this dish and I would love to do more videos like this, so I might as well in the future. But if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.